is Leah, and I'm going to share my It Gets Better story. I first started judging girls when I was 12, and I wasn't really sure what was going on at that point. I was just like, oh, she's really pretty, oh, she's kind of hot, and I got my first girlfriend at 13, and I told my best friend at the time, I was like, hey, I have a girlfriend, but don't tell anyone. Well, she had went behind my back and told a bunch of her other friends, and it got out to the whole school at that time that I had a girlfriend and that I was bisexual. And at that time, it was really uncommon for people, especially around where I live. Everybody started finding out, and I would walk to school, and at that time, I pretty much got beat up every day walking to school. There were some days I was late to school because I was just curled up laying on the ground bleeding. This went on until I got into junior high. When I got into junior high, I got beat up every day at the bus stop. They would just kick me and punch me, and this girl one time, she even stabbed me. She stabbed me with a knife in my leg. And I couldn't get up, and I couldn't get on the bus because I was bleeding, and so I didn't live that far from the bus stop, so they called my mom and everything, and my mom had to take me out to the hospital because I was bleeding and everything, and I didn't go to school that day. This harassment and bullying went on all the way till I got to high school, and my freshman year of high school, I started walking to school again because I didn't have a car at this time, and these seniors and juniors that were much older than me, they would pick on me, call me a dyke, they would even call me a fag, and they told me, you're a disgrace to this whole town, you're a disgrace to everybody, and they would still continue to beat me up. And this went on all the way through my sophomore year, so I've been getting beat up for it all the way since I was like 15 and 16, and my mom has a car now, so I don't have to worry about walking to school anymore. And the people that used to bully me and everything, they've all graduated high school, so I don't see them anymore. But when I see them out on the streets, they still call me names and pick on me, but I just keep on walking. I don't say anything to them. When I finally told my family that I was bi, they didn't want to believe me at all. They're like, oh no, you're not bi, because that's just disgusting. And my mom's side of the family was all like, oh, well, that's pretty interesting. And I'm like, yeah, I like girls. And everybody was pretty disgusted by it. They didn't want to have nothing to do with me. My whole family disowned me for being bisexual. They just recently started talking to me again, and they're finally like, okay, well, it's your life, we can't do anything about it. And so up until about this year, everybody in my family disowned me. My mom is the only one that's okay with it. And my dad's side of the family is still kind of iffy. They're like, they don't know what to do when they're around me, because they got so far as they don't want to bring me around my female cousins. And I'm like, I am bi, I like both. It's not just girls. I'm not a lesbian. And so they don't like to bring me around other family members my age. And I'm like, that's really disgusting. You think I would hit on one of my family members? That's just gross. I'm not into incest. But, apparently they don't care. Um, so, no one really supports me in this decision. They never have. My mom always has. My mom has always supported me. But, that's pretty much it. My dad's not around. My dad is dead. He's been dead since I was 1 year old. So I don't have a father figure in my life. There was a point in my life where I wanted to be a guy because I was so tired of being a girl. And when I told people that, I lost like 50% of my friends. Because I told them I wanted to become a guy. And I lost a lot of my friends. Because they're like, what is wrong with you? You're bisexual, you want to be a guy, you have problems. So, to this day at school, sometimes I still get bullied and people still push me in the hallways and call me names, call me a freak. I get freak a lot, freak of nature. Let's see, what else do I get? I get called a whore, even though I'm not. I got crazy psycho bitch. This pretty much goes on an everyday basis in the hallways, but I try my best to ignore that. Basically, the point in all this is it does get better after a while. I mean, sometimes you may think that it's never going to get better. You're going to be stuck like this forever. But you're not. Eventually this will end. And you'll look back and you'll be like, I'm so glad that is over. I'm so glad in my life that it is over. Because it will take time. It's not just going to happen overnight. But it does get better. Sometimes I even doubt that it will. And my friends with the same problems, like the fact that I've been cutting since I was 9 years old. Sometimes you feel like it's never going to get better. You feel like it's never going to end. But it does. It's going to end, and the last thing you want to do is hurt yourself in any way or cause harm to yourself or kill yourself, because you got to think about all the people that love you. You got to think about the people that need you in your life, the people that would basically die without you. When you want to kill yourself, you got to think about those people. I've tried to kill myself like 4 times in the past 2 years, and I've failed. And then I look at that and I'm glad that I failed, because there are people that need me. So you never want to give up. You never want to stop fighting. When you feel like all hope is lost, pick up a pen, pick up a pencil, draw a picture, or if you like to draw, or I write poetry. I write poetry when I'm upset, and I sing. I sing my heart out. I just put on one of my favorite CDs and I just sing until I lose my voice. So you never want to give up. There is hope out there. Sometimes it just may feel like there is none. But you're always going to get through that time. You're always going to look back on it and be like, I'm so glad that's over. You never give up. You never stop fighting. Think about those people that love you, and think about what they would do without you. Because I know there's at least one person in your life that needs you. So just always think about those people. Those people that need you more than anything in this world.